Hey and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be talking about a special concept known as the astral projection and its techniques, what is it and how you experience it. Astral projection is somewhat similar to OBE, that's the out of body experiences, wherein one can experience being out of their body. That usually happens when someone is in the hospital undergoing anesthesia or huge medications, wherein their body is still sleeping for a very long time and their mind just wakes up out of the body and has surreal experiences. Another case would be when some people meet unfortunate situations of accident or something like that, wherein they report to have popped out of the body and just experience something like they have reached hell or heaven, and then they come up back again to be alive. And in today's case, most of the people who are intoxicated or use substances, various kinds of substances, has also reported to have been floating out of the body unconsciously, not knowing what they're into. So that's one form of astral projection, but it's unconscious. You are not willing to come out of your body, but you are forced to come out of the body because of certain situation. That's out of body experience. However, astral projection is also similar to out of body, wherein you come out of your body, but that's voluntarily. When you are willing to come out of your body, and you do in actual, that's astral projection. When you are having an out of body experience, you're just thrown out of your body. Your asterial body or your soul does not have anywhere to go, or you're just confused, you're scared. Perhaps you may or may not have a better experience, but however, when you're forcing yourself out of your body voluntarily in a very safe setting, you have amazing experience to experience when you are out of the body. When you're actually out of the body, if you go forward and research on lots of other people's experiences, they say that there are different worlds that you may enter upon, depending upon the level of vibrations, or let's say happiness you have it in your body. So that determines what world you would enter in. You could enter a real, surreal, amazing, beautiful world of heaven is what you would consider if you'd experience that, or you'd just be in a lower dimension or a lower world which is very favorable. It could be a bit scary, but one thing, talking about me having the world to be scary, is that there are possibilities wherein you wake up and you find out that the ghost is just right next to you. Could be the possibilities as well, but do not fear away from this statement, because it's an astral world and it's your astral body, so nothing can harm you. There is nothing scary about it. You are amazingly powerful in your astral body. Lots and lots of people has to say about it. When you are actually in the astral world, you are 1,000 times more powerful than what you are actually in your three-dimensional world or the actual world. You can fly, you can teleport yourself, you can amplify your hearing abilities, you can have great insights, and you have great smelling sense, or your odor sense just amplifies like anything. You can pass through walls, houses, you can fly to the infinite space, you can just fly to the core of the earth. There are amazing things which you can do it, but you just need to do it. But fearing and scaring away from it would not work, and it's very safe. There is no danger to astral projection. You can always research about it. There is no danger to astral projection. It's very productive and it's very insightful, and it's only good in various ways in experiencing. Even though if you have a very horrible experiences of meeting a ghost, that could be possible as well, but it would be an amazing experiences without you being left unhurt by any means. So talking about how I ended up coming across this idea of astral projection, or how I ended up astral projecting, is it takes me back to the memories of my people in my locality, just sharing experiences of how they were meditating and they come out of their body, and their gurus or their their teachers, teaches them how to come out of the body and just takes them on a tour outside the locality and just gets them back to the body again. So it was nothing new to me because I've heard those stories ever since I was a kid. I had an idea about what great monks or religious gurus can do. They can come out of their body, was something very common in my locality, so that was okay. So when I grew up and I found out that just an ordinary person like you and me could do it, it was amazing. I thought, why shouldn't I try this? So I followed certain steps, failed a lot in my initial stage and initial practices, but eventually I got to understand many things about astral projection, how it is to be done, what is to be expected, and things like that. Slowly I had a couple of experiences, but not much. I'm still working on the same to have great experiences, vivid or let's say realistic experiences. I have just passed, let's say, a few stages to astral projection is what I would say. One of the amazing experience I had, the initial experiences, very very first experience I had was when I was sleeping in a bed. It was a big king size bed and I used to sleep in the middle, and I'm not the kind of person who falls out of the bed. I've never fallen out of the bed ever. Even if it's a very narrow bed, I can sleep in a straight position and I can just be in that position forever. But what happened that night was I fell down from the bed and I was awake thinking how did I ever did that? How did I even fall out of the bed when I was sleeping in the middle of the bed? And just when I realized that that's not truth, I woke up in the middle of the bed. And it was like nothing ever happened. I was sweating like anything because I had just experienced my soul coming out of the body and that it fell down in the floor. Something like that. That may sound stupid, but I experienced that for real, and that just opened up my eyes very wide, made me practice more and do it. Most of the other practitioners, other YouTubers or other spiritual people who have practiced astral projection have continuously said that when you astral project, you fly out of the body. So one instance is that I was about to wake up for my work. It was very early morning and I had to wake up at around 4 a.m. in the morning. So my alarm was for 3 a.m. in the morning. I got the alarm and at 3 a.m. and I turned off the alarm, and I knew I was walking towards my bathroom, but however I fell down on the floor and I could not walk. It felt like as if my feet have given up, my hands had given up. I felt like my body is completely heavy, extremely heavy, exhausted, and or else like I felt like my body is dead and I was trying to grab and drag myself towards the bathroom. I could not. That's when I woke up again in my actual bed, and I saw that the alarm was about to go on, and the alarm had never actually turned on at 3. So that was second experience. Besides that, I have lots of other experiences, but not as fun as other people and other YouTubers has, like flying out in the universe or something like that. I have for sure, and I have come out of my body voluntarily while in meditation, but have always been in an unfortunate places, awkward, weird places, not in a very beautiful setting. Neither I have seen horrible ghosts or something that would scare me off. Never. I've never seen those, but still I've had an experience, just an experience. So that's what I can say. The reason why people should focus on astral projection is it is also a sort of meditation, wherein once you experience astral projection and once you're awake, you feel extremely light and extremely refreshed. You feel very strong. I mean you feel extremely refreshed through your soul. It's like cleansed. Internal body is truly cleansed. What you have the kind of feeling, and you're ready energetically for a whole new day. And also there are certain things, there are certain ideas, there are certain philosophical learnings that you learn in the astral world, which is impossible to learn in this physical world. it may take some time for you to get that knowledge from that world to this world, because our brain, our physical brain may not be in its ability right now to interpret those ideas. So let's, for example, I need to share this example. Let's, for example, once I was astral projecting, and I had an image of, three-dimensional, let's say, squares and triangles and circles and geometrical shapes folding in front of me, but the meaning of it was extremely profound and extremely understandable for me then when I was astral projecting. But when I woke up and start to imagine what I had seen and what I have understood, it was extremely difficult, and I could not recollect those memories of what I had actually understood back then. There is an example of a girl who is an astral projector, who also does YouTube videos and has shared wonderful stories of her astral projection experiences. That's when she says that, she can continuously go to an exact place in astral projection, and that it's a big library wherein she gets whatever knowledge she wants to, and she gets it in the form of a book. She reads the book. It's like her reading a book, but however the information just comes up to her head, like the data being downloaded inside her. And she also has developed an ability to have those learnings in the astral world bring to the actual three-dimensional world, and just realize all this learning and implement in her day-to-day life. So that's about it. That's astral projection. Maybe in the next video I'm gonna be talking about how you can astral project, the means and techniques how you can do it. I tried my best in my simpler way of saying so. I think so. My apologies if it was not very much understandable or not clear in certain things. You can always comment down below for me to get an opportunity to answer you back more and just make another video about more interesting things. See you next time.